What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Bree from M&B Lifestyle. I wanted to get on here and make a quick video tonight. I made a video last night about some of my BBL journey, and I recorded about my supply list and what worked for me. But tonight I want to talk more about the lab process in the medical clearance process, and then I'm gonna speak a little bit on pre-admission. So start on pre-admission. Pre-admission was easy for me because I already had my mind made up about my surgery, so it wasn't something that I had to sit and think on. So I made my appointment. I called January the 12th and I booked my date January the 12th. So it only cost me $250 to book my date. A lot of people think that it's expensive to book your date. That's why they hold off on it, but it's not. So try to catch them when they running specials. If you can't put a lot down, because everybody finances are different. Some can put a lot down and some can't put as much as they want down. So if you got enough to book your day, book your day if you adamant about having surgery. So initially I had booked with Dr. Keegan, but I switched from Dr. Keegan to Dr. Valina for different reasons. So one of the reasons was I liked her work. She is a woman doctor. She do stomach etching. She triple board certified. She don't have no deaths. She don't have no malpractice suits, and the list goes on. Well, why I picked her, and I'm glad I made a decision to pick her, or whatever. But so I switched over, and my date was May the 24th, and I kept my date. So she had an opening on her schedule for May 24th. So they switched me over and I kept the same date. So enough of that. I want to talk about labs. So Alondra is my coordinator. She sent me my pre-surgery order on April the 6th. So she tried to send it out 45 days prior to your actual surgery date. So when she send you that pre-surgery order, you need to get it in immediately. Book your appointment with your PCP, go to a minor med, go to an urgent care, wherever you need to go to get these labs done and this medical clearance done. So I want to talk more about the labs. So with the labs, Dr. Valina required a CBC with DIF, a CMP, a PT-INR, a PTT, ACG, a nicotine urine test, HIV, and a COVID test. So start with the COVID. So COVID, I couldn't take that until May the 10th. It had to be 14 days prior to surgery. So remember that. Please do not take, if it's a day off, they will cancel you. So try to have your dates written down and try to make sure you get all your tests done within that time frame. Okay, so I got the like I said, CBC with DIF, CMP, PT-INR, PTT, ACG, nicotine, urine test, HIV, and COVID. If you're in the medical field, you probably know, some of y'all probably know what these labs are. So I had to get that done, and I also had to get a medical clearance letter and a physical exam. So I didn't go through my PCP for a medical clearance for, different reasons. One of the reasons is like, I just felt like she would have discouraged me from getting surgery, and she wouldn't have recommended, or she wouldn't have signed off on me or something. I already had my mind made up about it. So I I consulted with Dr. Charlene Bell. So ladies, I know if you guys are doing your research, I know y'all probably are in some of the BBL groups. Dr. Charlene Bell is floating around the BBL groups. I reached out to her. I consulted with her, trusted her, even though we was virtual, to do my medical clearance. She was very pleasant. She was on point with everything. She didn't give me a runaround. She responded back to me in a timely manner. So the process with her, you have to reach out to her via email, and then she will send you what's her requirements, and she will send you a email stating that once you have your labs done, get your results back, send the results back to her, and then she will schedule your appointment then. So I had a virtual appointment with her on Zoom. So we chatted on Zoom. She did my appointment. I had to stand up, reach out, show my mouth and open my mouth so she could look inside my mouth, what she could look inside of. She asked me questions about my past medical history, some of my mom and dad history, things like that. And then she looked over my lab work, and all my lab work was normal range. I was really concerned about my hemo levels because I have a history of anemia. So that's why I was telling you in the surgery group that I had 2 iron pills that I was taking. I was taking a regular iron supplement and the Hemoplex supplement. So I can get my levels up. So I did do a test run with Quest Diagnostics. So when I first did my test run, I was at 12.0. That is the requirement for every doctor in Miami. If you in surgery groups, you will know that. If your hemo is 11.8, they will make you get a cell saver, and that's an extra $600-700. So make sure if you know you getting surgery, start working on your iron levels 3 months prior to your surgery date. And I'm glad I started early because I got good results every time that I tested my hemo level. So what else I want to say about that? So yeah, make sure your hemo level's good. I seen a lot of ladies potassium levels was low. Ladies, please get that K plus in your system. Get that potassium in your system. You do not want to have a heart attack or a stroke in surgery. Like I was saying before I got cut off, ladies, get that potassium in your system. You don't want to have a stroke or heart attack while you're on the surgery table. So moving right along, labs. Let's go back to labs. So ladies, a lot of you guys may not know that insurance do not cover cosmetic procedures. So unless you buy into a private insurance and use it, or unless you you can always use your credit, get some care credit and stuff like that. But insurance does not pay for cosmetic procedures or labs. So you will be paying out of pocket for labs unless your PCP does them for you. A lot of people don't have a PCP. That's why I mentioned earlier about Dr. Charlene Bell. If you don't have a PCP, or if your physician won't sign off on your medical clearance, you can always go to her. I will post her information in the description box below. You guys can feel free to come in and ask me any questions. I will try to get back with you and respond as quick as possible. Dr. Charlene, she is good. She only charged me $200 for a virtual office visit. She got straight to the point. I really loved her. It was quick, simple. We did it over Zoom, so you're gonna have to download Zoom either on your phone or your laptop. Make sure it's clear. Make sure people are not in the background. Try to do it by yourself for privacy purposes. But yeah, so to save you guys some money, a lot of you ladies may not know, if you go directly through Quest, well, you're going to get your labs done through Quest because that's why I got my labs done through. But if you compare LabCorp and Quest, the cost of their labs together, they probably going to come out about the same, but they are very expensive. Do you hear me? So I'm going to fill you guys in on a little something. So you can go to www.jasonhealth.com. If you don't have insurance, that is a third-party laboratory. You can go in, you can purchase your labs, and they will send your labs. After you purchase and pay for your labs, they will send the order over to Quest, and they will You have to set up an account with them. Once you set up the account with them, you pick your they will populate everything. They will give you a list of locations that's in the area that you are in. So I think it was like probably like 6 locations total in Memphis, because I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. A lot of people, well, I live in Memphis, Tennessee. A lot of people probably don't know that, for future viewers. So it wasn't that many locations in Memphis, because Memphis is big to some people, but it's really a small city. I went to the Germantown location. So I went to Germantown to Quest. I set my appointment at 9 o'clock a.m. that morning, because me, like I said, I'm a certified medical assistant. I fasted with my labs because I wanted accurate results. So I fasted with my labs, so I knew if you fast, don't set your appointment till 12 o'clock that evening, because you're going to be hungry, because you can't eat nothing. You only can drink a sip of water, and if you have to take morning meds, you can take those. But as far as like eating and anything like that, no. If you know you're going to fast before you do your meds, try to set your appointment as early as 8 to 8:30 to 9. Nothing after, because you're going to be hungry, especially like if you have like diabetes or something like that and you have to eat. So, if I would have went straight through Quest, I would have been out of probably $1,000 for labs. I split that cost in half by going through Jason Health. So again, I will have that listed in the description box. Every lab on here, you go in on Jason Health, put the code in, or put the wording in, and it will drop down and populate. And then you add to your cart, and then go back and make sure you have everything on that list that your coordinator sent you, because if you're missing anything, they will cancel you. And make sure, so on here, like I stated earlier, you got your PT, INR, and then your PTT. They are 2 different things. Do not pick PT and PT INR and thinking you pick PTT, because they will cancel you. Make sure you have your PT INR and your PTT on there, because you're going to get canceled. A lot of people leave that off by mistake, and then they'll have like 1 day to get the lab results back. Like, so that's just nerve-wracking. So to avoid you guys messing up your labs, make sure you check behind yourself, and don't miss it, and don't mix those 2 up. So I got all my labs done through Quest Diagnostic, except, well, I purchased all my labs through Jason Health except my nicotine test, which I could have saved some more money. I paid $121 for that test, which I could have went to Amazon and bought the test off Amazon. So later, that is another thing you guys need to write down. Do not purchase that test through Quest or LabCorp, and you can purchase off Amazon. But make sure with your patient care coordinator. So yeah, like I was saying, make sure you get with your patient care coordinator about the nicotine drug test. The nicotine test. So the next thing I wanted to say before I get off here, COVID test. So you will have to get your COVID test 14 days prior. I went to a Methodist Minor Med. I paid $100 for the rapid test. So they do take the rapid test. So once they're going to print your results off right then and there, and then you take it. If you got a fax machine at home, fax it from home. I have a copy in a printer machine, but I don't have fax. So I took it to FedEx and faxed it over. I faxed it over twice, and I emailed it 3 times. So make sure, double fax, triple email, because they get so many emails per day, they will look over your email. So make sure you stay on top of that and keep copies. I left my folder in Memphis, but luckily I didn't have any problems. But I do have everything in my email. So if I would have to print it off, I would know how to go and get it printed off and take it back up there or whatever. But yeah, so as far as labs, Jason Health, purchase your labs off Jason Health. If you need a medical clearance, you don't have PCP, or you're afraid that your doctor not going to clear you, use Dr. Charlene Bell. Very good. She's going to charge you $200 for an office visit. That's the cost of a normal office visit. Is not there that much, but try to. I'm sorry, y'all, I get tongue tied sometimes, but she don't cost that much. She costs the same. If you was going into the office to see her, that's how much it costs. What else? Like I said, pre-admission went smooth for me. Labs went smooth for me. Lab results came back good. Everything was normal, in range. Medical clearance went smooth for me. I am planning on getting a breast reduction lift next year, so I know I'm going to have to have a mammogram done. Bilateral X-rays. It's a mammogram, both breasts. Every lady has to do it with getting a breast reduction lift or any type of breast augmentation. So you're going to have to pay for that out of pocket too. So be prepared to pay for your surgery, to pay for your labs, to pay for your medical clearance, to pay for your hotel, flight, insurance, rent a car, recovery house, or whatever you're going to do. Have a couple of extra thousands of dollars, because the day of my pre-op, I had to cough up an extra $600. So make sure you ladies are prepared for that. You're going to have to pay for another pregnancy test while you're there and another nicotine test while you're there. So bring some extra cash. I would say bring about, if your room, rental car, and everything is paid for in advance, I would say bring about $2,000 extra with you. And if you book like I did, my surgery was May the 24th. She don't do surgeries on Fridays. She only do pre-ops on Fridays. So I had to, since my surgery was Monday, I had to come Friday. So I booked my flight in my room and we came Thursday. So I got up Friday morning and went up there to get my pre-op done. So they got all my information. I had to fill out all my paperwork. They had to weigh me again, took my vitals, fitted me for my FAJA. I had to go in, do my urine test, and I had to do a nicotine test. I had to sit down with the doctor and the nurse practitioner, and I had to go and take pictures. So you have to do all of that, and then most doctors don't do this. Dr. B, Dr. V, Keegan, Garani, they don't give extra boards out, but Dr. Valina did. So like I talked about that in my last supply list video, but yeah, so I got 2 extra foam boards and a abdominal board. So I kind of wasted some money, but you know, I can use it, or I can just give it to somebody that I know. But yeah, this wraps up this video. I was just trying to touch basics on what I did and what worked for me, and I was just trying to save you guys some money by letting you guys know about Jason Health and letting you know about Dr. Charlene Bell, and letting you guys know how my pre-admission went smoothly. So like I said, if you have your mind set on having surgery and you're very adamant about it, go ahead and book your date. It don't matter when once you book your date is your date. So if you change your mind and if you get pregnant, you can push it off. Your date is secured. As long as your money is down, your date is secured. So I am going to say this about the cancellation policy. So if you know for a fact that you like this doctor, but you are looking into another doctor at a whole nother surgery center, do not pay more than the deposit to book your date, because you will lose your money. So Jolie Plastic Surgery have we had to sign a consent form and sign these different policies they have in place or whatever, but they have a $750 cancellation non-refundable fee. So if you're gonna go with Jolie Plastic and you feel like the doctor that you chose is not good for you, try to study and research the doctors that's within that group so you can change. Because if you leave Jolie to go to another surgery center with a whole nother doctor, you're gonna lose all your money. Well, not all your money. You're gonna lose $750 of your money, and you don't want to do that. Don't nobody want to throw money away. So, like I said, if you have any questions, I know I talk over myself a little bit, but if you have any questions, if there's anything that I missed, make sure you drop it in the comment section so I can comment back to you, or we can touch base. I can make another video about what you guys left. My husband is snoring in the background. About you know, the concerns you guys have about cosmetic surgery or whatever. But thank you guys for tuning in. My last video did good. Within a couple of hours, I wasn't expecting that many views. Like I said, I'm still new to this, still trying to get comfortable in front of the camera. I said it right this time. Like I said, I get tongue-tied, but I'm still getting comfortable in front of the camera. So yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll get back to your questions. I will answer them to the best of my ability. I'm gonna wrap this video up. You guys make sure you go and follow me on Facebook. I am Bree G Knox on Facebook and B_Posh on Instagram. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will be dropping more content. If you have anything else you want me to talk about, just drop it in the comment section again. Say that again. Help your girl out. Help me help y'all. So, yeah, and thank you to all the people that's been supporting and all the people that subscribe to our channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you.